Parcel drop. Hope everyone's good. New zone unlocked. We're starting from the garages today. And I just had to check the mic again before we get started because yesterday I had an absolute nightmare. I filmed a parcel drop video that was going to be released yesterday along with the charity shop video I put out on the channel. Thanks to the comments on that one, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out after watching this, of course. But I filmed the whole video and I got to the shop, looked at the camera and realised the mic had switched off about 5 minutes into the video. Now, if it had happened at the end, I probably would have done a little bit of a voiceover and just carried on the video that way. But there was probably 15 minutes of video, maybe not that long, 10 minutes of video, because I took a slightly longer route yesterday, of nothing. So, yeah, here we are. Anyway, let's talk about yesterday. So, charity shopping was good, but going to a big town with lots of charity shop options sounds like a great idea, but it really threw me yesterday because I felt like I wasn't spending enough time in every shop. It very much felt like I was rushing because in my head it's the FOMO, it's the fear of missing out on stuff that you don't know what's in the next shop. So I think in future, if I'm going to do that, I mentioned it on the video, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to make a weekend of it or kind of stay down there or even just get there earlier. I arrived at 11 o'clock, too late really. So that was yesterday. Really tired yesterday, got back and I just couldn't be asked with anything, to be honest with you. So just chilled out after editing the videos and doing photos and all the rest of the stuff. But it's got me really thinking with regards to structure again in the business, and on these days where I am going to be sourcing most of the day, how does everything else get done? What time do I have to actually get up to get the stuff done? Because ideally I would want my pictures and the listings done and the parcels dropped off before I started sourcing. But like yesterday, where I'm travelling quite far, have I got time to even do that? Anyway, all these thoughts are going through my head after yesterday's video. And yeah, it made me really reflect on a few things. So we're figuring that aspect out. Also, I don't mind saying yesterday, I felt compromised a lot compared to what I've been doing recently. I felt like some old habits were starting to creep in when it comes to sourcing. And I didn't know whether that's because I was recording for YouTube. I didn't know whether that's because I was against the time. A mixture of both maybe. But I have to really tell myself to not just buy stuff for the sake of it because it's there. Because even if I don't get it today, there's going to be an opportunity tomorrow. So really trying to think about that a bit more as well. So yeah, overall, glad I went. Glad I tried something new. But I think for the next month or so especially, I'm going to try and create more of a charity shop route or route, as the people in the US say, and stick to it, because relationships are key. I spoke about it before. I believe that's how I'm going to get most of my relationships, because I want them to be local. You know, if I made a relationship yesterday, do I really want to travel 2 hours once a week to go and see that person? Probably not. So yeah, that's the plan. Gonna spend some time on Google Maps making up a charity shop route, really, for me to tackle. So that's what I've got planned. It's cold today, another cold day. Didn't bring the jacket out, stupid of me. But we've got an IKEA bag full of parcels. And I say full, 7 parcels. So it still feels a bit slow in January, but I've said it before, I'm not stressing, because a lot of people overspend before Christmas, and in January they're not necessarily shopping until payday. Now I think it's coming up to payday for a lot of people, so I expect the back end of this month and February to be a lot better. But let me know in the comments how your sales are doing. There's going to be a mixed response. There's going to be some people who say eBay's finished, eBay's dead. There's going to be people saying best month, which is great. So this is not moaning about sales. I'm not about that. You get rewarded for the work you put in at the end of the day. So yeah, we're working hard still, we're staying consistent, which is good. One thing I've spoke about a lot on this channel is also with my personal health and what I want to achieve personally this year. And I feel I put a lot of pressure on myself for this as well, but I feel it's super important. So I'm back, once again, I'm back in the gym, which feels good. And every time I say this, getting to the gym is the hardest part. Once I'm in there, I love it. And I've been taking advantage of the outdoors swimming pool at night, which is amazing. It's so cold when you get out, but when you're in it, you feel great. And we all know it. Once you've been to the gym, once you've worked out, you feel so good. And you say to yourself, why am I dreading it every day? So I'm trying to be consistent with that. So I feel the business is consistent at the moment. I feel my sourcing's consistent, listing's consistent. YouTube definitely being more consistent. Hopefully you guys can see that even at the start of this year with regards to the videos I'm putting out. Jumping on the crime channel as well. I've done 2 videos this week already on the crime channel. Is it this week? Let me try and think. What day is it today? I don't even know the days. Anyway, 2 videos. I think it's this week. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm mumbling. But the crime channel, a bit more consistent. I'm going to push harder on that as well. I'm trying some new things. Don't know if it's going to work. We're going to give it a go. We can only fail, can't we? So, Amazon van's going to run me over. Let's keep it up. So yeah, I feel all of them aspects are really consistent in my life. But again, I neglect myself personally. And it's so wrong if you think about it. Money's money, yes. We all need money to live. Money's great. But that saying health is wealth is so, so true. So yeah, trying to build a consistency on that aspect. Let's cross the bridge. Alright, the highlight of, I'm sure, your day is over now, but still, keep watching. I know people love the bridge. So yeah, just all round trying to be that super consistent person. Am I going to slip up? Yes, and that's okay again. One thing I want to talk about here, and I saw this on Instagram yesterday. I think it was, or the day before, I don't know. And I spoke about it yesterday in today's video. Obviously didn't get recorded, no mic, schoolboy error. Is GSP. And shout out to Hunley. She sells car parts. I'll link up her podcast she does with Sam here as well. In a little box, go and give them a follow, the Business and Banter podcast, who I think she was the first one to mention. I saw a few people anyway. But eBay have toggled off GSP on some people's business policies. Super strange. It has to be linked to this GPSR, whatever it's, you know, the thing I'm talking about. The thing that everyone was stressing about. And guess what? It's happened and nothing's changed the most. But eBay have toggled it off. And so go and check it. I'm going to put a screenshot in the business policies of what I'm talking about, because last time I talked about a toggle for the 1 to 3 day postage thing, a lot of people couldn't find it. So check out the screenshot. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments if yours is on or off. Mine was switched off. Super alarming. How many sales have I missed out on because of that? How long has it been switched off for? Who knows? But more importantly, why? Why have eBay made adjustments to the business policy without informing us once again? And this is not an eBay rant, but I feel these days eBay kind of makes these changes without really telling us, or telling us after the fact. eBay sends out a quarterly email, kind of like a newsletter, to all of us. explaining about stuff they're working on, changes, etc. None of this stuff is ever mentioned in there. Why? Isn't that the point of it? Let me know. But yeah, go and check yourself, because it might be off, it might be on, but go and check. It's worth checking. So thanks Hunley, and I said it was other people I saw as well, but I think Hunley was the first person I saw talking about it. Apart from that, things are all right. I'm feeling more like myself, and I put out Friday's video. Sorry, the battery now died on me, but luckily we had a spare. Yeah, I put out a video last week talking about like just life, and I've had so many nice messages on there to say like, you definitely have your spark back, and I can feel that also, not just for YouTube, but the way I feel about the business again. I'm actually excited again about this whole reselling world and eBay and the introduction of vintage to the business, and where YouTube can go, and trying to build that empire like I once wanted to do. But I'm also like happier in myself on like a day-to-day level, like smiling more. I feel I'm less stressy with people. I feel I'm less stressy with myself. I'm kinder to myself. So yeah, this year is so weird, because I'm not one of these new year, new me kind of people. I'm really not. I know it might come across like that sometimes, but it's never been me. It's just another day. But something has kind of, I'm going to die. Something has kind of clicked with me this year, and I can't explain it. I can't put it into words. And I feel it comes down to a lot of just not caring about other people's opinions. Like, I used to be that person who wanted to be friends with everyone and wants everyone's like approval. So yeah, feeling good. And I'm going to keep it that way. So if you don't like me, do yourself a favour and unsub. But hopefully you guys enjoy watching these, and there's going to be more content. There's going to be boot sale content coming up, hopefully this weekend. And I'm going to share lots of stuff with you guys, including my YouTube analytics. I'm going to do like a monthly video on analytics. You might enjoy it, you might not, but I hope you do. And I hope you enjoy the parcel shop.